Well, I tell you what, as I alluded to, this whole election seems to be flying under the radar. There's many issues that I'd like to get out with Mr. Emmer that don't seem to be getting out, and I'd like to take a look at, his background, his history, what he's done in the legislature, because he's been very dividing, and is that kind of the divisiveness we want to actually see to go to Washington? When it came to transportation, we didn't get on all of it, but he continually voted against transportation bill, one after the other. Even after 35W bridge collapsed, he was against the restoration of that bridge and an inspection program, even in the bridge that's here in St. Cloud. So I'm just hoping we get other opportunities that people can expose Tom Emmer for what he is and who he is. Pipeline again,
Where the Chinese steel.
they're trying. No, let's use American products. Let's do it right. But again, let's make sure that we do it right. It's just not drawing a line across the map and saying this is where we're going to put it. We need to have an energy policy that's going to work, an environmental policy that's going to work. But it's a combination between doing that pipeline and I say keeping the oil on the rails as well. We tried for so many years to become oil independent, and now we become oil independent, and all of a sudden now we become oil experts. At what expense? What are we doing to the environment? Who's actually benefiting? Is it benefiting the American public? Then is it the right thing to do?
I think I cleaned up. I do believe that with all of these debates that I've been invited to, because I am a major party endorsed candidate, I have been able to get into all these debates. And every time I leave a debate, most of the room comes up to me after and tells me I've earned their vote. I don't think that's a fluke. I think the reality is anytime an independent is able to get in there against Republicans and Democrats, it's easy because all we have to do is tell the truth. We can get up there and say these things and tell the truth. And in that way, we win the debates every time. That's why there's so much emphasis placed on keeping us out of debates. We are doing really well with a certain kind of voter base. The question is, do those voters turn out? And I believe that this year you're going to see them turn out in force. I'm looking at 33%. That's what I want because that's what I need to win. But right now we figure that I'm sitting around 10 to 15. And we really need to get that poll, get that pushed over. And I think the one thing that does that is the youth vote. In 1958 was the last time we had an independent in the House. It was 13 different independents in the House. So if I was to actually be elected as the only independent, and so no other independents across the nation get elected, in that case, I think you have to look at caucusing with who's in power. In this case, the Republican Party. That's fine. I'm a conservative. Well, hemp is just, if you look back, you can see there are articles from the 1930s, 1940s where they're touting hemp as a savior of a textile product. It can make so many things. And I'm not just talking about rope and necklaces. I'm talking about biodiesel. I'm talking about other really important things like proteins. So a lot of these, hemp has proteins that people can use to help their health and things of that nature. It just goes so far. There's so many things.